Listen closely, brother. This isn't one of those talks meant to hype you up or make you feel good for a moment. This is the kind of conversation that happens late at night, when everything is quiet and you finally hear your own thoughts clearly. The kind of conversation that doesn't flatter you, but protects you. From the very beginning, you need to understand something most men never do. Power does not come from being seen, explained, or understood. It comes from what you withhold. In a world obsessed with transparency, vulnerability, and constant self-disclosure, silence has become rare, and anything rare becomes powerful. Stoicism understood this. Machiavellian realism understood this. The rule is brutal but simple. The more you expose, the easier you are to control. Silence is not weakness. Silence is survival. Look around you. Pay attention. People don't always oppose you openly. Envy doesn't announce itself. It disguises itself as concern. Curiosity pretends to care. Advice arrives wearing the mask of wisdom. And the moment you start revealing pieces of yourself, your plans, your fears, your struggles, those pieces stop belonging to you. They become information. And information, in the wrong hands, becomes leverage. The first thing you must never reveal is your next move. This is where most men quietly lose momentum. The moment you tell people what you're planning, interference begins. Sometimes it's obvious. More often, it's subtle. Questions that sound reasonable, warnings that sound responsible, doubts that sound logical. But beneath it all is fear of what you might become if you succeed. When your ambition grows louder than theirs, encouragement turns into resistance. Not because they want you to fail loudly, but because they want you to stop quietly. If people know your move before it happens, they can block it, delay it, or poison it with doubt before it ever takes shape. If they see it after it's done, they have no choice but to respect it. This is why power moves in silence. Results don't need defending. Finished actions don't invite debate. You don't explain momentum, you create it. The second thing you must protect is your weakness. This is where honesty gets confused with safety. The wrong person does not hear your pain with empathy. They hear it with memory. They store it. What feels like vulnerability to you feels like ammunition to them. People remember where you bled because one day they may need to know where to strike. This isn't cynicism, it's pattern recognition. Your weaknesses are not meant for public consumption. They are not meant to be shared casually, explained repeatedly, or used to bond with people who haven't earned access to you. They are meant to be mastered in private. When you market your wounds for validation, you teach people exactly how to move you. The man who is unreadable is not cold, he is protected, and what cannot be read cannot be manipulated. Third, you never share your income. Money doesn't just change your lifestyle, it changes your position. The moment people know what you earn, comparison begins. Expectations form. Entitlement creeps in. Some people see you as a resource. Others see you as competition. A few see you as a problem to be solved. Very few see you as a man. Real power stays quiet because quiet wealth keeps you underestimated, and being underestimated is an advantage. If people don't know what you have, they can't calculate how to use you. Silence around money preserves neutrality. It prevents obligation. It keeps you mobile. Loud money attracts attention. Quiet money attracts freedom. Fourth, you must never expose your relationship conflicts. This is where authority quietly evaporates. The moment you make your private battles public, you lose leverage. People don't help fix what they see breaking. They wait to watch it collapse. When you share your emotional chaos, you turn your life into entertainment and your pain into conversation fuel. What was once sacred becomes material for people who will never carry the consequences. Protect what is sacred. If something bleeds, don't post it. If it's broken, fix it privately or walk away quietly. Authority isn't built on perfection, it's built on restraint. The man who keeps his inner world contained is assumed to be in control, even when he's fighting storms behind closed doors. Fifth, you never reveal your family problems. This one is hard to accept, but it's necessary. When you expose the dysfunction of your home, people don't separate it from you. They project it onto you. Sympathy turns into gossip. Gossip turns into judgment, and judgment hardens into identity. Your trauma becomes your label, and pity kills respect faster than failure ever could. Heal in silence, not because your pain doesn't matter, but because it's valuable. Let people see strength, not the storm you came from. You are not obligated to bleed publicly to prove authenticity. The strongest men in history carried unbearable weight without narrating it to the crowd. Sixth, you keep your long-term goals locked away. This is where ambition quietly dies if you're careless. Talking about the future gives you fake dopamine. It tricks your brain into feeling accomplished before anything is built. Validation replaces discipline. Applause replaces effort. And once others know your vision, they begin shaping it with their doubts, their fears, and their limitations. People will minimize what threatens their comfort. They'll call your vision unrealistic. They'll suggest something smaller, safer, more reasonable, not because they understand reality, but because they've already surrendered to it. When no one knows what you're building, no one can block it. Speak only when the work is finished. Let outcomes announce your intent. Finally, you never reveal your deepest regrets. This is the most dangerous confession of all. Your past will always be more interesting to others than your future. Confession invites sympathy, and sympathy lowers your position. Once someone knows your regret, it freezes in their mind not as a chapter, but as proof. Proof that you were once breakable. Proof that you can be reduced. Your regrets should shape your discipline, not become someone else's weapon. Strong men do not deny their past. They integrate it silently. They carry it without explanation. They let their future make their history irrelevant. Now step back and look at the pattern. Most people don't fail because they lack power. They fail because they leak it. They talk too early. They explain too much. They overshare their plans, their pain, their money, their chaos until there's nothing left to protect. They mistake relief for progress. They confuse openness with strength. Silence isn't hiding. Silence is choosing when to be seen. Guard your silence. Build quietly. Heal privately. Arrive undeniable. And if you're still here, let me be clear about something important. Channels like this don't survive on algorithms alone. They survive because the right men engage, not passively consume. When you like this video, when you comment even something simple, you're not feeding ego. You're signaling alignment. You're telling the platform to show this to men who need clarity, not comfort. Subscribing isn't about loyalty to a channel. It's about committing to a standard of restraint, discipline, and quiet strength. So if this hit you, don't scroll away like it didn't. Leave a comment that reflects where you're at. Subscribe if you're ready to stop leaking power. This channel isn't here to entertain you. It's here to sharpen you. I'll see you in the next one.